And we are live. Hello, everyone, and hello, Helen. How are you?
Hi, Steph. I'm excited.
Me too. We just got off. It's an impromptu live, everyone. So we just thought we would give you a little bit of an update because Helen and I just got off a wonderful meeting with Natalie Termine. She is the CEO of SAXA, which is the Skills and Creative Australia. And they are the ones that are actually responsible for reviewing the beauty qualifications. And what a great meeting, wasn't it, Helen?
It was awesome. We were pretty excited when they announced this on Monday, and now I'm even more excited and pumped. Let's go,
Absolutely.
industry.
Oh, let's go industry. We've got a lot of work to do, but
Yeah,
and it's a quite a long process, isn't it? It's about 18 months.
yeah, yeah. The next 18 months, that's going to be our focus.
Absolutely. I'm just checking if we're actually live on our feed, and I think we are. Let's have a look. Just make sure. Otherwise, we are talking to no one. Yes, we are live. So basically, a little bit about what we chatted to Natalie about. SAXA is Skills and Creative Australia. So let's talk about what SAXA actually do. They are the government-funded arm of the qualification reviews, and that is for vets. So basically, it's up to a diploma level. So they look after certificates, certificate 3, certificate 4, and the diploma of beauty therapy as well. And what's actually going to be happening is in May, the approval for the actual review is opening. So it's not opened yet. We're not actually actively changing anything right this second. But in for the last 2 years, we have been working very hard behind the scenes with SAXA to actually set up take all the feedback, the industry consultation, the need, and what it really should look like, and then make this application to government so that we can then get it approved. So it's not that we haven't been working for the last few years. We've been working very hard behind the scenes with SAXA to do that. But the actual qualifications weren't open for review. So all that hard work that we've done in the background is now actually going to culminate into the changes starting from May. So that's the important part because lots of people are a little bit confused about what does this actually mean. So it means that what we're reviewing is the Cert 3, correct me if I'm wrong, Helen, Cert 3 in makeup, Cert 3 in nails, and there was another Cert 3, I think it was.
Cert 3 in beauty
Services.
services,
Right,
Cert 4 in beauty therapy,
that's
and
right.
diploma of beauty.
And the diploma. So all those qualifications are getting opened up, and based on the feedback that we have been taking in and all the work that we're doing behind the scenes on the swag committees, which is the like strategic workforce groups that have been put together. And we haven't got the technical committees yet, but we've been working with the swag, which I'm a member of and Helen is a member of. So there's only a certain amount of swag members, and they are, I suppose, the group of people that are the body that actually then approves the changes. We have technical committees that work out the details. Then we have industry, which is you who give the feedback. And then we have us, who's parts of the swag committee that then go and look at those changes, say, are they acceptable or not? And Helen and I were both ABIC councillors, and we're both on the swag committee alongside, several others as well. So basically what is going to be reviewed are a few things. So the first thing is the content of the courses. So that's number one and very important because that's what seems everybody is talking about. Like industry talks about the content, but what almost just as equally as important is we're actually going to be reviewing the course structure, right? And how it's delivered. So all those three components together will make up how the qualification, how suitable it is for industry, how exciting it is for people to want to do it, and actually what they learn. So those are the few things. Now, Helen is from beauty therapy. Helen, you have been a beauty therapist for how long?
Nearly 44 years. So
That's
have,
great.
yeah, so over 20 staff. I've been in here for a long time. I've watched the quality of the qualifications totally become not fit for purpose for what we need in salon now. So this is a really exciting time, I believe, for our industry. It's what we need. It's what I've listened to salon owners for so many years say they want. And so yeah, a lot of people say when they come out of college, we have to retrain them or whatever, and they're only up to 10% of what is needed, or they're having to learn things that are not relevant. Now's our time to get this right.
Yeah, wonderful. And you were saying you noticed that the beauty qualifications have essentially been the same in structure, with a bit of tweaks here and there for that long.
Absolutely. Like since I did my course, apart from a few little tweaks, like, oh, let's add microdermabrasion or let's add something that's not really changed. It's still been the same for over 40 years. And honestly, I mean, everyone knows our industry is just not the same. It's
Mm.
so different. And so it's become unfit for purpose. And I think it's why a lot of people are not been doing the diploma, as they, choosing to do just little short courses rather than really invest in their true career and lift the quality of how can I say it? The quality of their chosen field, like go back to
Absolutely.
learning everything in nitty gritty. I mean, that's to learn all the basics, they're getting missed by doing the little short courses.
Yeah,
Just
absolutely.
this is our opportunity to get it right.
Mm. And from that meeting, this is the thing, like a lot of people are confused about what is happening, what isn't happening. We have a body, right, which is the Aesthetic and Beauty Industry Council. We are the representative body. We do not make up what we want to see in this diploma
No,
or in
no,
this cert. We
no.
are the conduit between you and SACSA and you and government and you and regulatory bodies. So we really represent what you want to say. But what really, to you, Helen, they say, people, I hear, does ABIC represent beauty? I can tell you, most of our counsellors are actually beauty therapists. The most of the work we do is for beauty therapy. I mean, of course, we do medical aesthetic, we do dermal, but in actual fact, I would say 60% of what the time that we spend at least is on the beauty. We've got so many beauty therapists. You're a beauty therapist. Maria's a beauty therapist.
And right, Slav.
Rebecca Miller's a beauty therapist. Linda Sim is a beauty therapist and dermal therapist. We actually are really, really focused on beauty as, I suppose, as a profession that really needs our help right now. But what stood out to you at that meeting today that we had with Natalie?
It was really good because what stood out was SACSA really want to get this right. They understand that this is the first time in 30 years, really, that they've been able to fully pull these qualifications apart. And they really want to help industry get this right, but they need industry engagement. This is the time that as beauty therapists and industry, we cannot be complacent. We really need to attend the meetings, share our feedback, share what we want to get this right. They will be directed by our information and our knowledge. Otherwise, we'll end up with something that government puts together if we don't get it right.
When you say we, who do you mean?
Oh, every beauty therapist, every salon owner, anyone who's in this industry that works with beauty, and I mean beauty, everyone from makeup to nails to lashes to skin. It's all everything. The whole industry needs to come together and share their input as to what they want in their qualifications. It is our qualifications, and it's up to us to get it right. And there is a lot of people that want it different, of course, but that's good to hear all of that because then we can have a really open look and then share that with SACSA and they can really try to put this together and make it fit for purpose rather than a qualification that's not now fit for purpose. I mean,
Absolutely.
how often do you hear, oh, I'd love to take on a beauty therapist diploma, but the salon where I want to work doesn't do manis, pedis, nails, or lash extensions, but I have to do that to get my diploma. See, it's not fit for purpose. So let's make it fit for purpose. Where does this belong now?
And so when you say, so basically what we're saying is, if you're listening to this and you're in the industry, we help to get your voice across to SAXA. We back up your voice, but without you giving the feedback, there's only so much we can do, right? So if the beauty quals are going to work, if we're going to get it right, that's actually up to industry, not up to SAXA or ABIC. It's up to your feedback. So if you're a beauty therapist and you're out there and you have an opinion, that's what matters. That's what's going to make the changes, right? We make the changes based on what you say.
Yeah. If you've just done your qualification, what did you like? What didn't you like? What did you find was a waste of time? What did you wish you'd learnt more of? That is what we want to know. Yeah.
Perfect. And how do they get involved? What does getting involved look like?
Getting involved was actually participating. It means get involved on the meetings, which we will try to put out in advance when they're going to be. And when it comes to reviewing the package, like when they come back to us and they start putting things together and we say, packages are out for review, please take the time. It might take an hour of your time, but please take the time to review it. And, you know, if you do need any help, we're here to help you. If you have any questions, but reach out and let's really get in the nitty gritties of these packages and share our feedback. No question is silly. No feedback is silly. Everything will be looked at, but the more feedback we have, the better. And it just means it's that we can't be complacent. We have to, otherwise in 2 years' time, we'll be whinging that we ended up with qualifications that are still not fit for purpose.
Absolutely. And that's what I'm worried about.
Yeah.
To be honest with you, out of everything that I've heard, the biggest concern I have is that we're not going to get the breadth of engagement that we're hoping for. We will get engagement, but you know, the last time, I mean, it's funny, Natalie on the meeting, she said, there's a markup document. So basically what they do is they put the qualifications up and they say, go on to markup and write down your feedback. About 40 people did. Now, can you imagine the Diploma of Salon Management? There's thousands upon thousands of people in our industry. 40 people wrote their feedback, which means that they can make changes based on what 40 people said. Now, imagine only 40 people of the people watching or the people in our industry give feedback for the beauty qualification. We're not going to come out with a really good, people are going to complain. You're going to be upset about the result because you're not giving that feedback. So what we want to say is the more people giving feedback, the better we'll be at getting it right. Right?
100%. And we are going to try to really make this easy as ABIC as ABIC as to getting everybody together and gathering that feedback back from you. So if you don't know where to send it to, just send it to ABIC as we go along. That's where we will be collating everything and sending it back. If you have any questions, reach out to us. And I believe the industry will step up this time, Steph, because I think everyone does understand how important this is. So I believe that our industry will really step up to the plate with this one. I think I'm going to be really proud as to how many people come through with feedback and information and share ideas and put everything else aside. This is a really collaborative team effort as an industry. We've got to work together to get this right.
I love your optimism. I am also hopeful and optimistic that we do, and that, you know, we get that kind of strength in numbers, because we have been saying, and I have been preaching, strength in numbers, strength in, voices. We need to come together and not say, oh, you know, we'll be fine, we'll get it right. When that's not the case, we need you to be able to step in and step up. So basically, what's the goss around town? Like, what have you heard that people want in the package? Have you heard any kind of this in there?
An example, basically more practical as one of the big things. You can't just do 3 lots of this and be ticked and say that you're qualified in it. More practical, more consultation training, more in-depth skin knowledge consultation training. I think that's a really big one. Understanding mindset in our industry and understanding the whole care factor and how to relay that. Retail is not a dirty word. That needs to really be involved in this. And I think lots of training as to how to take that therapist to a professional level, how to have really good pride. Really, this is a professional industry. Let's become really good professionals and treat it that way, and really being focused on your client and how to, yeah, like that whole experience, that whole professional experience. More training in that, but consultations, more practical, and more specialized training is another thing that I get feedbacks from. You know, people that really want to knuckle in and get deep down into this department, this genre of industry, and then there's this genre of industry. I mean, you know, you've got day spas, you've got medi spas, you've got
Right.
skin clinics, you've got lash and brow
So niching out a
clinics.
little bit more.
It's more niching out.
Yeah.
And that's how the industry's gone. But unfortunately, that's not how our qualifications have gone. So I think really from industry, the feeling that and the talking back that I've got is that they want to get these qualifications a bit more nichey, but then have that solid core that is that's just has to be done. Like that's non-discussed. It's like the solid core at the bottom that everyone's got to learn. And they are the essentials of the industry. And I think that's important. I mean, how to do a bit of social media on there as well. How to talk to clients, even how to book a client in properly. Sounds so stupid, but how that whole customer engagement and customer experience training to that next level. I mean,
Very cool.
I think
I can tell you there's going to be a lot of work. The whole thing from start to finish is going to be at about 18 months, the review. So during that time, there's going to be engagement, industry engagement. So we're actually in the middle of requesting a co-engagement plan from Natalie, and she's kindly going to go off and hopefully create a co-engagement plan with ABIC SACSA and industry so that we can actually really get involved with it together, because I think the consultation process we want it to be a little bit more in depth. So I think they're taking our feedback on with regards to that. And to give you an update, Natalie is going to be joining us next Wednesday at 2 p.m. where we'll hear it straight from the horse's mouth about what is actually happening with our qualification reviews. So please attend this important live next week where Helen and I will be chatting and also answering your questions. Thank you so much, Helen, for jumping on the live with me. It's going to
one
be
thing,
an exciting
Steph, that I
time.
can ask is if you would love to join ABIC Education Committee, we would love as many people as possible to get on board, because right now that Education Committee is going to be really important as to working with myself and you and SWAG and SACSA to put this together. So jump on board and join. The more the merrier, please come.
Amazing. You can apply online. Just hop to our website, check the menu, and you'll see Education Committee. You can send in your application through there. Thanks so much, Helen, for joining us. Thanks everyone for
Steph.
watching. Catch you later. Bye.
See ya.